my channel, and today I'm going to show you how to do a front walkover. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and also activate the notifications by clicking the bell down below. Now let's get started. So before we start to attempt and learn how to do a front walkover or any other skill, it's always very important to stretch and warm up. So I'm just going to show you some quick stretches that are actually very important for a front walkover. So we have to stretch our wrists, shoulders, and back, and also splits, because it will look 100 times better if your splits are stretched. So let's start by our wrists. So each one of these stretches, we have to hold them for 30 seconds. I'm not going to hold them for 30 seconds so that this video is not going to be too long for you, but just try to stretch for 30 seconds. So the very first stretch for our wrists is this one. We're going to hold it. And after we've done this one, we are going to turn around our wrists like this and stretch like this. After we've done this stretch, we are gonna stretch like this. Our wrists are together and our fingers are going to the sides, like this. Our palms are looking down. And after you've done this stretch, we are gonna do the same thing, but our palms are looking up this time. Okay, so once we've done this, I also like to warm up my wrists a little bit, just doing slight circles with my wrists. So, like this. Also do it for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna do circles, but the other way around, also 30 seconds. So if you've given your wrists a nice stretch, now we are gonna jump on to our shoulders. So you can warm them up, but I've already warmed them up, so I'm gonna stretch them. So I have a few I think they're very important for our shoulders. So this is one of them. Hold this also for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna go to the other side. So you have to push back until you feel a nice stretch. And if you don't feel a stretch, then just push backwards even more. Or then you're just not doing something correctly, because it may be that you just don't feel anything because you're not doing this stretch like it's supposed to be done. Okay, so once we've done this, what I'm gonna do is this stretch. So I'm gonna hold my elbow with my right hand, my left elbow, and my left hand goes back. And then we're gonna do the same with our other hand, like that. While you're doing this, it's totally normal if your shoulders crack or your elbows. It's totally normal. Like all the time, my fingers crack, wrists, it's totally normal. So after we've done that stretch, another stretch I think is very effective is this stretch. We are gonna sit down like this, and then our shoulders, our hands go back as far as we can. You may feel you will feel a very deep stretch, and it's normal. Hold this also for 30 seconds. And now we are jumping onto our back. So now I'm gonna do a few stretches for my back, but if you want a more detailed tutorial, I already have one on my channel with back flexibility exercises for beginners, and these will really help you to increase your back flexibility if you do those exercises every day. So if you want some more If you want more exercises, then you can also watch that video. It's on my channel. So now we are gonna do seal stretches. We're gonna lay down on our stomach and we're gonna push up and then go down. We're gonna do that 10 times. So, are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go down. And now we are gonna do regular bridges. So you can either do it from this position, from a laying down position like this. You can also do it from a standing position, but I prefer to do it from a sitting position. But you just choose your favorite. It's not very important. And we're gonna hold it also for 30 seconds. Down, and now we are gonna do exactly the same thing, but instead of putting our hands, we are putting our elbows. So let's go. Also hold it for 30 seconds. Okay, so once you feel you've already stretched your back enough, we are going to stretch our splits. We're not going to do too many stretches because it's not that important, but it's a good idea to stretch them. So the stretch I'm going to do is this one. We're going to sit down in this position and put our elbows down. Hold it for 30 seconds. And now we are going to do the other leg. Okay, so once we've done that, let's start learning how to do a front walkover. Some skills you should already have are a handstand bridge and standing up from a bridge. If you don't know how that looks like, a handstand bridge looks like this. And standing up from a bridge is like this. So if you know how to do those skills, it's going to be just easier for you to learn how to do a front walkover. And if you don't know how to do them, you can either try to do them throughout the video, or just learn how to do them and then keep on watching, just because it's going to be a little bit harder for you if you don't know how to do them. So the very first step is doing a handstand bridge. So let's just do it one time. And now we are going to do the same thing, but after the handstand bridge, we are going to stand up. And now we are going to do also the same thing, but instead of doing the handstand bridge, then a pause, and then standing up, we're going to do it all together. Okay, so if you already know how to do that, what we're going to do is a handstand bridge, but instead of landing on both legs, we're gonna land on one leg. So I'm just gonna explain to you quickly if you don't know what leg to put after when you're doing the bridge. So if your good leg is your right leg, you are gonna put, when you're doing the bridge, you're gonna put your left leg down and right one is in the air. If your good leg is your left one, you are gonna put your right one when you're doing the bridge and your left one is in the air. So if you don't know what your good leg is, just ask someone to push you, and the first leg you put down is your good leg. So if you already know how to do it, let's just attempt it. So when we are in a handstand, our legs are gonna be in a split. It doesn't have to be a perfect split, but if they're together, it's just not gonna be that easy. So put them in a split. Let's attempt it. Okay, so try to do that exercise a few times, and if you've already gotten it, let's keep on. So after we do that, what we are gonna do is do the same thing with one leg down and one in the air, and then put the leg that was in the air down and stand up from the bridge. It's gonna look like this. So if you've already tried it, let's keep on. So now what we're gonna do is do the same thing, but all together and faster, because the front walkover is a very fast movement, and the faster you do it, the easier it's gonna be for you. So let's do it. Okay, like that. And now just try to do the same thing, but to stand up from the bridge, try to keep your bad leg in the air. Just try to do it. You may not get it on the first try, you may actually get it, but it's kind of hard to get it on the first try. So if you don't get it right now, you will get it. Just keep on trying, and let's do it. So after we do this, and if you've already gotten it, you are very, very close to the front walkover. The last thing we have to do is do a front walkover, and instead of standing up with your leg over here, try to lift it a little bit. It's gonna look like this. And that's it, that's the front walkover. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to give me a big thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!